Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is MADDENMONEYSHOT bringing you a Madden 20 preview. This is my first Madden 20 preview that I'm going to do. It's based off of the Combine that just ended. It's also kind of a Madden 19 preview because it'll have a little bit to do with MUT. With the upcoming rookie premieres, I'm going to try to guess which of these players will get rookie premiere cards. And I think it'll be pretty easy because it's pretty much the ones that get the most hype. Other than that, we're going to take a look at every position's most explosive athletes in the Combine so that you guys can know when you start your CFM Madden 20 or, you know, early on in MUT, you can find the best athletes that do the most damage. Because let's be honest, we all know if you play Madden for 5 seconds, you know that the only thing that matters is height, speed, sometimes strength, agility, whatever, acceleration. Those are the only things that matter to make a dominant Madden player. So we're going to pick them out from this year's college crop, and I'm going to do that right now. Be sure to let me know in the comments section who you think is going to be the best player in next year's Madden, or who you want for your personal favorite team. To start off with the quarterbacks, there really wasn't anybody at the Combine that really stood out aside from Kyler Murray, which basically everybody knows is going to be, at this point, one of the top picks in the draft. I mean, all the buzz is that he's going to go #1 to the Cardinals. I've seen a lot saying that John Gruden really likes him, so if he falls to 3, there's a possibility he could go there. It doesn't really matter. This guy here looks the part of Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson, all these speedy quarterbacks that you like. He probably will have close to a 90 speed, and he didn't even do anything at the Combine. All he did was show up and get a height and a weight, and suddenly he's a #1 pick. So you just know how explosive a player this guy is. Other quarterbacks, the fastest quarterback at the Combine was Trace McSorley from Penn State. I can't say he's really going to be too much of a great quarterback, though. They tried to get him to do some running back drills, I think, while he was down there. But if you want a fast guy, he's a good option. And then also Drew Lock, who's supposed to be a first-round pick, had one of the faster Combine speeds from a high prospect. He had a 4.69, so he'll have a good arm and he'll have mobility. I think he'd probably be the second best quarterback out of this class as far as Madden goes. And then Dwayne Haskins really has a lot of arm talent, but I don't know how that'll translate to Madden. I don't know if he's going to have the explosive arm of, you know, somebody, you know, like a Matt Stafford or something like that. I don't know if he's going to have that type of arm or not, but we'll find out. But those are pretty much the big 3 names at quarterback. At running back, this is not a great class, but there was some pretty fast guys. The fastest one was Justice Hill. He ran a 4.4 flat. He probably would be like a 2nd-round grade, maybe a 3rd-round grade. So I can't say you can expect too much from him. I think the best running back out of this entire class, and it'll probably be the first running back taken, is Josh Jacobs. This is a guy who's kind of like a Alvin Kamara light. He's not as agile or as quick or as fast in my opinion, but he can do everything. He can catch the ball. He's got some speed. We'll find out. He hasn't even done his he didn't run the Combine, and he hadn't really done anything as far as, you know, Pro Day. We'll find out what he's really got as far as speed. Bryce Love is another guy. You can probably get him a little bit later. He also didn't do any workouts or anything as far as the Combine because he's injured. But it's not really that great of a running back class, to be honest with you. But then when we get to the wide receivers, now this, I mean, as far as wide receivers go, this is probably one of the most athletic groups that I have ever seen at a Combine. We're going to have some serious speedsters. There were 7 guys that ran under a 4.4. I don't know if that's ever happened before. And then there's a bunch of guys that ran just barely over. So if you want to go guys that ran like a 4.43 and under, it goes all the way up to, I think, 12 or maybe, I mean, there was so much speed at the Combine. Obviously, the one that really makes the most headlines, though, was not the fastest one, but it was DJ Metcalf. This guy here at 6'3", 27 bench reps. I mean, he did everything. He's already become he's like a legend with it himself already. I mean, he's a meme all across the internet. You got to know who this guy is. I have a feeling he's going to go in the top 5 or something ridiculous because there's a lot of stupid teams that are constantly drafting in the top 5, top 10 because they make bad decisions. I'm not sure what this guy is going to be, but I think that his Combine is going to put him on a level where he's probably going to go way higher than he should. A lot of better players will still be on the board, I think, when he goes. But either way, he's probably going to be one of the rookie premier cards without a doubt. I think he's going to be a rookie premier card, and I would take him. If he's a rookie premier, I'd probably take him because he's going to get, when the scary, strong, scary, fast promo comes out, he's guaranteed to get one of those because he's both. Like, there's the meme going around where he's just like scaring the referee into giving him the ball. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll try to put some up. But, I mean, there's no way that this guy doesn't get some upgrades throughout next year just based off of his hype. He's as hyped as Kyler Murray at this point. Other than that, the fastest guy was Paris Campbell out of Ohio State. This guy's kind of a gadget guy. He's not really like a traditional receiver from what from what I hear, but he had the fastest 40 at a 4.31. Also, Andy Isabella, another guy. Highly touted. He's looking like a second round pick, kind of the same as Paris Campbell. He ran a 4.31, so those are the two fastest guys. And then there's just a couple of guys. I don't know about any of these other guys as far as how good they are, but there's definitely some speed out there, and that's, like I said, that's all that really matters. But none of these speed guys had the height of DK Metcalf, so that's a 6'3" guy with speed and strength. I mean, he's going to be a monster in Madden for sure. And then Paris Campbell and Andy Isabella after that are both supposed to be highly drafted guys as well. So that's a really great receiving core for Madden 20. Moving on to the tight ends, TJ Hawkinson I think is supposed to be the best tight end in the class, but without a doubt the one that tested better was Noah Fant. Noah Fant ran a 4.5, just a slight fraction away from a 4.49, and we'd be talking about a 4.4 tight end in the NFL, who's also 6'4" by the way. So these guys are both going to go pretty high in the first round, I think somewhere in the first round, but Noah Fant's going to be much better in Madden because of that speed. Irv Smith out of Alabama is a pretty good one too. A pretty good class all around. Moving on to edge rushers, we had some unseen athleticism. I think overall this is one of the most athletic wide receiver classes, and it's been one of the most athletic edge rusher classes as well, with Montez Sweat running a 4.41, which it's got to be one of the, I think it's the fastest in combine history, but I'm not entirely sure. The only person that really comes to mind that might have been even close is probably like someone like a Vic Beasley, and he was a 90 speed defensive end, I think, for a while there, man. I'm not sure if he is anymore, but you can expect Montez Sweat to have something close to that coming off the edge, like a 4.4 like that, a low 4.4 like that. He's got to probably be one of the fastest defensive linemen in the history of Madden at this point. So we're going to see what that is. He's another guy which I can pretty much guarantee will probably be a rookie premier card. So Montez Sweat, put him down on your radar if you want to get a rookie premier card. He's probably going to be one if I had to guess. Justin Hollins out of Oregon ran a 4.5 flat, and then Brian Burns helped his draft stock. He ran a 4.53. He was already thought to be one of the higher rated defensive ends. I'm not too sure about Justin Hollins. That's somebody that is pretty new to me as far as the name. This is a great year for defensive linemen. None of them quite had the athleticism appeal that Montez Sweat had, but Rashawn Gary, Nick Bosa, these guys are going to be high draft picks that showed athleticism. Quinnen Williams had a 4.83. Which is pretty good for a guy who's supposed to be a nose tackle. That's right up there. I mean, that's pretty much, I think, what Warren Sapp ran. So I don't know exactly what his comparison is as far as an NFL player, but these guys are all going to be, they're going to be game wreckers. Nick Bosa, that's Joey Bosa's brother. He's supposed to be better than Joey Bosa, and Joey Bosa's an all-pro caliber player. So you're going to see a lot of talent here. But as far as, this is basically about speed and physical attributes. I don't know if any of them really, stand out the way that I'd want to highlight, but you should definitely know who they are. And in the same fashion, we had a lot of depth as far as speed at wide receiver and edge rusher. We definitely have some ridiculous amount of speed players at linebacker this year. So, we're going to have a lot of guys out there. If you like the user, the middle linebacker, like most people do, you're going to have some pretty good options here. Both Devin White and Devin Bush from LSU and Michigan ran nearly identical. They don't just have identical names in Devin and Devin. They ran nearly identical 40 times at 4.42 and 4.43. These guys are fast. So, they're also probably going to be top 15, top 20 picks a piece. So, they'll be on somebody's roster pretty quick. Devin White's another guy I think would most definitely be a rookie premier card. You're going to see this. I'm pretty sure that Roquan Smith was last year. Devin White should be the first middle linebacker off the board. So I think that he'll get a rookie premier card the same way. And with that speed, I think he would definitely be somebody worth looking into to taking as your rookie premier. Other than that, like I said, there was 4 guys that ran under a 4.5. They were in the 4.4 range. Gary Johnson from Texas and David Long from West Virginia all ran a 4.4 or less. So like I said, there's definitely some speed guys that you're going to want to look around in your CFM for. And then another position where there was a lot of speed, a lot of top end speed. I mean, Greedy Williams is one of the best cornerbacks in the draft, and he ran a 4.37. He's just under 6'2" as well. This guy here, I mean, because of his measurables, probably will go a little bit higher than otherwise expected, because I've seen him mocked anywhere from like late first to now. I mean, with that type of combine, I would say he'd probably be in the first half of the first round, which I think where he should have probably gone anyway. And then you got some guys like Mark Fields Jamal Dean. A guy that didn't really get the test because he got injured during the bench reps. He didn't actually get his 40 time in, was Kendall Sheffield, who's supposed to be the fastest guy in the entire draft class out of Ohio State. He's a guy that, you know, he's going to go under the radar now a little bit, but you can probably get him for, I mean, I don't even know if he was considered to be a top talent, but I know he's considered to be a top speed guy. So he's a guy you could probably find in a CFM somewhere without putting too much effort into it. Moving on, it gets even better moving on to safety. A lot of people like to use their safeties in the game. A lot of times there's certain coverages that call for it, like certain cover threes, the safety drops down into a yellow hook zone. That's a perfect opportunity to use a speedy safety like some of the guys I'm going to go over right now. Zedrick Woods had the best combine speed for the entire draft class at a 4.29. Only guy to break 4.3, and I mean that's just a, you know, he's going to have a 90-something speed, 90-plus speed with ease. So I mean, who knows? He might have a 95 speed. I mean, that's like a perfect guy. If you like to use your safety, that might be the perfect guy to do that. There were 3 safeties that ran under a 4.4. That includes Darnell Savage from Maryland, Darius West from Kentucky. All ran under a 4.4, and then Will Harris also ran a 4.41. I mean, like I said, speed was all over the field in this combine. So that's pretty much it. We got through all the positions. If you guys want to see more Madden 20 preview videos like this, do me a favor, hit the like button, I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.